Beautiful tea stained book pages, notebook pages. Very beautiful. Welcome to Where Wendy Travels, Where Wendy Creates. Today I wanted to go ahead and take advantage of tea staining some of my pages for my junk journal. I have with me, I put about 8 tea bags of tea in my pitcher. I have my gloves, so I am not going to get stained up in case we want to go out to eat or anything else. So we're putting those on, and I have some caps. I've recycled the bottles. For some reason they don't like to recycle the caps, so I have kept a hold of those, and we're going to see if they can make some circles on some of the pages that we're using today to tea stain. So I'm just going to start by balling up some pages, so hopefully I get some creases in that tea stain paper. And then we're going to straighten those out, press them flat, either with an iron or with a heavier book. And we've got some loose pages that I've torn out of a journal, torn out of a travel magazine, as well as book pages from a large how-to sew. And as you can see, these gloves rip easily, so I may not get the productivity out of that I wanted to, but we will see. We're out here having fun in nature. Just got back from a beautiful vacation, working on creating that St. Croix video for you right now. And we're just going to lay these out, see if I can mass produce a little bit, and see how that's going to look. And this is kind of like boiling water. I've just made my tea bags in, just took it out of the microwave. And we don't need to necessarily have everything coated, but I'd like to get some good color on some of the pages, all different amounts of color, some more tea stained than others. And this is regular drinking tea that I've got here. And on some of these pages we wanted to take and put some of the caps on. If you don't want to mess up your table, please cover it. This is my craft table. I don't mind so much getting it messed up, so I'm using it as is, seeing if we can get some of these circles, different colorations on this paper. So wherever I splat it on the table, I want to try and cover that up, soak it up on the paper, get the different degrees of aging look to the paper. And again, some of it completely saturated, some of it not so much. So we're just going to take a tea bag out of here, and we're going to drizzle it around, see how it turns out. Different color, different run lines, different drips. We all sometimes make a mess on our pages. It gives it that beautiful aged look. And I don't know if you can see that right there, but you get a little circle look to it, like the bottom of a mug. I know these are medicine bottles. They're a little bit smaller than I otherwise would have liked to have used. But I think I've got this paper pretty much saturated in different places. Everything's got a little bit of color to it. I don't need it completely soaked on all aspects. Just give it some different degrees of tea stains. Oh, and look at that ink running. Ooh, wow. I got that notebook paper is giving me some really blurred lines. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I like that. Let's take that out, see if I can dry that as is. These different pages here. We're going to let it air dry a little bit out here. Hopefully the wind won't be too much of a problem. Some of these pages turned over. Some more tea stain caps in different places. So it dries in different ways. I like that look. Take the cap, turn it. I believe this is a deodorant cap. And just put it down on a white sheet of paper. Touch it in your tea. Twist it around. You've got that nice circle. Let that dry. It's beautiful. Okay. Set that cup down a couple of different times on that paper. Just get some beautiful circle looks. Now, if we were inside, we could throw these in the oven. We can throw these in a microwave. We can let them air dry outside. I usually take a ladder next to me, and I'll drape them over the ladder or the empty shelving unit if I'm doing these downstairs, so that a lot of that color can drip dry from them pretty quick before I bring them in. So sometimes this process is whatever I create today, I go ahead and use tomorrow. So again, tea staining can be as neat as you want or as messy as you want. There is no right or wrong doing this. Squeeze out your tea where you don't mind it falling. And again, I have not saturated all of this paper, but look at that notebook paper. It turns into that beautiful tea stained, different lines, different looks there. Some of it almost all colored, and some in between these pages are going to be almost completely white. So again, however much you want to tea stain it, we're just going for that aged look. I don't have to have everything coated, but I do like that aged beige look that tea gives you. Alrighty, and just that quick, we are going to lay these puppies out to dry, let them air dry just a little bit, and then we'll move them to a safer location so I don't have to babysit in the wind. But I love, 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 love that look. And again, you ball these up. They don't want to open. Let them dry if they don't want to open nicely. That way you don't get the tears unless you want them to. And then you can simply put a nice warm iron to them and open those up. So there is my very, very quick tea staining tutorial for today. And I just wanted to give you a 5-minute update because I know I've already tea stained and coffee dyed with you a few times. So it's not necessary to go over all of it. But when I'm trying to do a rush job and get some of these junk journals out, it's nice to have that coloration inside of the book of the tea stain. Look how beautiful that is, because it really, really adds so much depth to those pages. So I really wanted to take advantage of it, and I thought since I'm doing it, why not go ahead and share again with you. And we're going to let this mess start to dry out for me. And just lay some of these cups on it, leaving a few more rings on the papers. And see, I had so much tea I could do another book. So maybe, just maybe, I will bring out some more sheets and see how they look. Take advantage of all this tea. Maybe I'll just drink it. Have a great day, my friends.